Hello, friends. Welcome to Betkraft, your home of show bet football analysis and predictions. Okay, today is a very beautiful Saturday morning, and we do have lots of game going on across the globe. And amongst these games that is happening across the globe, we make selections and selected some few, and we went into these games and made in-depth analysis on them and brought it forward for you on Betcraft. That's what we do here on a daily basis. Okay, that being said, yesterday we had, 8 games that was predicted yesterday, and we had 6 of them that came out just exactly the way we predicted them, and 2 of them falling short of our expectations, but that didn't detail us into doing our best today. And today we have these games, and in a short while we'll bring them forward for you. For those of us that are coming across our video for the very first time, it is time for you to click the subscription button down there so that you don't miss out on our daily predictions that will be coming up on this channel every day. Okay, that being said, let's head to the business of the day. Today, we're starting with the very first game, which is in uh, Germany, the German Bundesliga game, where we have Bayern Leverkusen who will be up against Augsburg. And Bayern Leverkusen, we know that has been doing so well at the moment, and they'll be looking to seal this win to actually achieve that invincible in German Bundesliga. All right, and when we look at the recent occasions for recent, matches for the both sides, we see that the home side Bayern Leverkusen have been able to win 3 out of the past 6 games they've had so far. They've as well had 3 draws as well, and their away side Augsburg have managed to win just 1, and they've also had 5 losses in the past 6 games they've had so far. And when you take it down to how both sides played from home and away perspective, you could see that the home side Leverkusen have won 8 of their past 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws, and when you put all that together, you see that they have won 80% of their home matches, and they're doing so well at the moment. They're flying, and the best team in the world at the moment. And away side Augsburg have managed 3 wins in the past 10 away games. They've also had 1 draw, and they've had 6 losses playing from away. Okay, it goes to show that they're not doing very fine, especially when they're playing from away. And we saw them losing out in the last away games to Dortmund by 5 goals to 1, and that's to tell you that they're not a good side from away. And also the last time both teams met, we saw Bayern Leverkusen defeating this side from away by 1 goal to 0, and we also expect to see the home side consolidate on that victory, winning this side outrightly on this very encounter. It is home to win. That's our verdict for that very encounter, and that will take on to the next game. And the next game is in Croatia, where we have Roots coming up against the Lokomotiv Zagreb. And Roots in the past 6 have not been able to win any match. They've lost all the 6 games, and their will side Lokomotiv Zagreb have had 3 wins as well as 2 losses and 1 draw in the past 6 games. And when you take it down to how both sides fared from home and away perspective, the home side in the past 10 home games have managed just 1 win. In the past 10, they've also had 9 losses in the past 10 home games they've played so far. They're not a very good side playing from home, and they've lost a whooping 90% of the home matches in the past 10 home games. And the away side, on the other hand, Lokomotiv have managed 5 wins in the past 10 away games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses playing from away. And when you do the math and put the 2 results together, we know that the away side is much more fancy to rise to the occasion in this. But I've seen that the last time both teams met, saw Lokomotiv Zagreb beating this side by 3 goals to 0. So we also expect a win for Lokomotiv Zagreb, the away side, to win outright. That's our verdict for that very encounter, and that will take us to the next game also in Croatian League, where we have Sloven Koprivica coming up against Dinamo Zagreb, and the home side Sloven have been able to achieve just 2 wins in the past 6. They've also had 4 losses in the past 6 games they've had. And the away side, Dinamo Zagreb, have seen 5 victories out of the past 6 games, and they've also had 1 loss, 1 draw actually in the past 6 games they've had. They've not lost any of them, those matches. And taking it down to how both sides fare from home and away, we could see that from home and away perspective, we could see that the home side have managed just 2 wins. They've also had 2 draws, but they have lost, 6 games playing from home. And the away side, Dinamo Zagreb, for me, the best team in Croatian League, have actually, been able to win 8 of the last 10 away games. All right, and having 1 draw, and the only loss they had was in Champions Europa League match against PAOK Salonika, where they lost out by 5 goals to 1. But aside that, they've been very, very well. They've been very dominant. They've been winning a lot of even the home and away games in Croatian league. So we expect to see their away side, the best team in Croatia rise into the occasion. Also, what you've noticed is the fact that Dinamo Zagreb have been very, very dominant in the past 10 head-to-head meetings. They've been able to win 9 times out of 10. They've had just one draw when playing this side in the Croatian league. So we expect their away side, who has been doing very well, to rise to the occasion. Dinamo Zagreb to win outrightly. Away win, that's our verdict. And takes us to the next game, and the next game happened to be in Singapore, where we'll have Alberas Niigata, who will be up against Hugan United. And Alberas in the last 6 games have been able to achieve 2 wins as well as 1 draw and also 3 losses. And the away side, on the other hand, Hugan United have won 2 games and they've also lost 4 in the past 6 games of so far. And taking it down to how both sides from home and away perspective, we see that the home side actually have been able to achieve 8 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw and 1 loss in the past 10 home games. They have won 80% of their home matches. They're flying. They're doing so well at the moment. And their away side have been able to achieve 3 wins in the past 10 away games. And they've also had 7 losses in the past 10 away games. It goes to show that they've lost 70% of their away games. And the home side is actually flying. Is expected to rise to the occasion in this very game, seeing that they're playing against a side who have lost 7 times from away. And also, what you've noticed is the fact that the last time both teams met, have seen the home side beating the side by 5 goals, and the away side actually the home side Niigata winning by 5 goals to nil. Even from away, when they're playing from away, they also won this tie by 5 goals to nil. So in this very encounter, we expect the home side, Alberas Niigata, to rise to the occasion and win outrightly in this very game. Home win, that's our party for that very encounter. Okay, and that takes us to the next, and the next game is in Iceland, where we'll have Leiknir Reykjavik coming up against the IR Reykjavik too. And you see that the home side, Leiknir, have been able to manage just 1 draw in the past 6 games. They've also had 5 losses, and the away side, IR have managed 2 wins as well as 4 losses in the past 6 games. And when you take it down to how both sides fared from home and away perspective, because we'll see that the home side have managed just 2 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 8 losses in the past 10 home games. That's to say that they have lost 80% of their last 10 home matches, and it actually means that they're doing poorly even when they're playing from home. And the away side, on the other hand, IR have managed 7 wins playing from away. They've also had 2 losses and 1 draw. All right, they have only lost 20% of their away games, and they have had 1 draw as well. So it goes to show that and they have won 70% from away. So they are doing very well at the moment. Despite the odds, we expect to see their away side, who has been doing very well, to rise to the occasion. Seeing that the last time both teams met, saw their away side defeating this side from away by 5 goals to 3. So we expect to see their away side winning outrightly in this very game. It is away win. That's our party for that very encounter. And that takes us to the next game, and the next game is in Hungary, where we'll have Mo Fehava coming up against this GR. Okay, Fehava in the past 6 have managed just 3 wins. They've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, have had 2 wins, 1 draw, as well as 3 losses, playing from away in the last 6 games. And when you take a look at how both sides fared from home and away perspective, you'll see that playing from home, the home side have been able to achieve 6 wins playing from home. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses, and the away side have seen just 2 wins and 3 draws in playing from away, and they've also had 5 losses playing from away. And something worth mentioning is the fact that the home side, in all the 10 home games, they've actually produced a lot of goals, seeing that 7 out of the past 10 home games have actually seen over 2.5, and the away side also have seen a similar situation that 8 games out of the past 10 away games they had so far have actually produced an over 2.5 goals. And also taking a look at how they fared from head-to-head perspective, you can also see that the last 10 head-to-head have actually produced an over 2.5 on 9 occasions out of 10. So when you put all that together, it is over 2.5 that is a likely result in this very one. We're expect to see 3 goals minimum in this very encounter. It is over 2.5. That's our body for this very game. And the next game is in Sweden, Division 1 North, where we'll have Karlstad Football, who will be up against Stocksund. Okay, and in the past for the home side, they've been able to achieve 2 wins as well as 4 losses, and the away side have had just 1 win and 1 draw as well as 4 losses in the past 6 games they've had so far. And when you take it down to how both sides fared from home and away perspective, we could see that the home side have been able to achieve, 4. They've had 6 wins playing from home. They've also had 3 losses and as well as 1 draw playing from home. And the away side, on the other hand, have had 3 wins playing from away as well as 7 losses playing from away. Okay, when you put all that together, we see that the home side is actually, better than the away side. Seeing how they are fed on recent occasions, and also the last 2 times both teams met saw the home side Carlstad football defeating the home side even from away by 3 goals to 0, and also winning them from home by 2 goals to 0. All right, so putting all that together, we expect to see the home side also rising to the occasion on this very one to actually win this game outrightly. It is home side to win. That's our verdict in that very encounter. And that will take us to the next game. And the next game is in Thailand, where we have Motong United who will be up against Chamburi. And Motong United have been able to achieve 4 wins in the past 6 games. They've also had 2 losses. And their away side, on the other hand, Chamburi have had just 1 draw as well as 5 losses in the past 6% game they've had so far. Down to how both sides fared from home and away perspective, we could as well say that the home side have won 8 matches out of the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss. That's to say they have won 80% of their last 10 home games. It goes to show that they're doing very well at the moment and they're flying at the moment. Actually, they've had just 1 loss playing from home in the past 10 games. And the away side, on the other hand, have had just 2 draws playing from away, and they actually have seen 8 losses playing from away. So they have not been able to win a match in the last 10 away games. It goes to show, and they have also lost 80% of their away matches. So they're not doing very well. They're doing poorly at the moment, and the home side is actually having the upper hand at the moment. Okay, and putting all that together, we expect to see the home side, actually rising to the occasion and winning this match outright. It is home win. That's our verdict for this very encounter. Okay, and that takes us to the next game. And the next game is in Ukraine, where we have Dynamo Kyiv coming up against Kribas Kyiv. Okay, and Dynamo Kyiv have won 5 games in the last 6 games. They've also had one loss, and the away side have had 2 draws, 2 wins, as well as 2 losses in the past 6 games I've had so far. And when you look at how both sides fared from home and away perspective, Dynamo Kyiv, the home side, have been able to achieve 7 wins playing from home. They've also had 3 draws. They've not lost any match playing from home in the last 10 home games they've had so far. It goes to show that this is a very good home team. They're doing very well at the moment, and we expect we expect a good result for them in this very game. Also, the away side have also had a very good outing, also seeing that in the past 10 away games they've had 6 wins. They've also had 2 losses and 2 draws in the past 10 away games. They've been doing very well at the moment, and but when you look at how they fared from head-to-head perspective, you can see that the last 3 meetings for both sides have always resulted in Dynamo Kyiv seeing victory on each occasion, defeating this side by 2 goals to 0 from away, and also had a 3-1 victory from home on the other. So they have won the last 3 head-to-head meetings for both sides, and we expect the home side, Dynamo Kyiv, who has been very dominant, to win outright in this very game. It is one win. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And that will take us to the last game of the day. It is in Wales Premier League, where we have Caernarfon Town coming up against Pennybont. And you see that the home side in the past 6 games have achieved 2 wins as well as 1 draw, and also 3 losses in the past 6 games I've had so far. Pennybont, on the other hand, in their away side, have seen 5 victories in the last 6. They've also had 1 draw in the last 6 games I've had so far. Bring it down to how both sides fared from home and away perspective. We can as well see that the home side, Caernarfon Town, have managed 4 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 5 losses playing from home. Okay, it goes to show that they've won only 40% of their home matches, and they've actually lost 50% of it. And the away side, Pennybont, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 6 wins playing from away. The last 3 away games have all for the away side have also produced victory for the away side, always winning. They won the last away game by 5 goals to 0. it goes to show that Pennybot is doing very well, even from away, and they're expected to, achieve some result in this very game. Also, the away side have only lost 2 games and have had 2 draws in the past 10 away games. So when we put all that together, we know that Pennybot is actually a good side and is expected to rise to the occasion. And the last time both teams met, we saw the home side losing out to the away side again by 4 goals to 2. And it has always been recurrent. In fact, the past 4 head-to-head meetings for both sides have always seen Pennybot, seeing victory either from away or home. If they have won all 4, and we expect the Pennybot, their away side, to rise to the occasion and win this match outrightly despite the odd. It is away win that's our body for that very encounter. And that brings our predictions and analysis on Betkraft today to a conclusion. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Remember to also play responsibly. Do not, put all your fortune in a bet. It's only a football game. It can go either way. And tomorrow is another big day, and I will be coming up with the predictions on Betkraft. Also, remember, I'll see you tomorrow. But until then, keep winning.